Nearly 9 years ago, Uncharted 4 was released as the finale for Nathan Drake's story in the Uncharted series. This game is often praised for its narrative and is made by Naughty Dog, a PlayStation partner studio that focuses on narrative-driven games, linear games like The Last of Us. As someone who has no prior nostalgia for the Uncharted series, I'm going to see if the story is actually as good as everyone says. To set up the story, Nathan Drake and his brother Sam both grew up in an orphanage without their parents. Later on, they become thieves and work to steal different treasures hidden all around the world by different pirates hundreds of years ago. This next section will be a recap of the story and will contain major spoilers. The first mission is an important part of the later mission, and the real first mission is when Sam helps Nathan escape his orphanage so that he can show him his new motorbike. This is a good introduction to the game, and it shows you the two most important characters in the storyline. The next chapter shows you, Sam, and your friend Rafe undercover in a Panama prison looking for Henry Avery's treasure. After finding a clue on where the treasure is, they all try to escape the prison, but while climbing over a wall, Sam is shot and you are forced to leave him alone so that you can save yourself. The next few chapters show Nathan having a rather normal life with his partner Alina. The next chapter has you controlling Sam many years after being abandoned in the prison. He forms a bond with the gang member who helps him break out of prison, but after escaping, tells Sam that he has 6 months to find and give him the treasure of Henry Avery, a famous pirate known for his treasure. Sam then finds Nathan and tells him about what has happened. The brothers, along with their trusted friend Sully, then go to Italy, Scotland, and eventually Madagascar, finding the clues leading to their final destination. At every place, they are met with armies of Kiwis for some reason.
How's it? You have that dungus hooked up yet?
We're all set up. Just waiting on approval from Nadine to blow it.
How's it? You have that dungus hooked up yet? We're all set up. Just waiting on approval from Nadine to blow it. How's it? You have that dungus hooked up yet? We're all set up. Just waiting on approval from Nadine to blow it. Good. Nice and empty. How's it? You have that dungus hooked up yet? We're all set up. Just waiting on approval from Nadine to blow it. Good.
They all work for the company Shoreline, who we later find out is led by their friend from the prison, Rafe, and this random lady. Even while being outnumbered, Sam, Sully, and Nate find their way to the ancient city of Libertalia. You explore this beautiful, outgrown city and continue to fight off Shoreline. In this chapter, you come across Rafe and you are held at gunpoint. It turns out that Sam was lying about the breakout, and Rafe just bailed him out because he needed to know where Avery's treasure was. Even though Nathan was very angry, they carried on and escaped Avery for now. The next chapter is the continuation of the first mission I was talking about, which I said was an important part of another mission. They find a clue pointing them to the final island but crash their boat, and Nathan is marooned on an island. Sully helps Nathan's wife find him, and they start looking for Sam, who was kidnapped by Shoreline. A flashback chapter to after Nathan and Sam escape the orphanage shows them breaking into an old lady's home in search of information about their parents. They finally find their mother's journal but are caught by a weird old lady. She calls the police, but then they explain that they are Cassandra Morgan's boys, who the lady says was a great historian who worked for her. The woman gets up and walks towards the door to let them go, but on her way she collapses and dies, probably the effect of the cigarette she was just smoking. Luckily, they both escape the police and the chapter ends. Shoreline is now ahead of you and with Sam, and Nathan and Alina both travel through forest ruins, caves, and even Henry Avery's private estate. While following Avery's clues and fighting off even more Shoreline, you will find Sam, and even though Alina and Nathan and Sully all decide to leave, Sam runs off in search of Avery's treasure. Not wanting to abandon his brother again, Nathan sets off on his own, following Sam's footsteps, and eventually makes it right outside of the massive cave where Henry Avery's treasure is located. He then makes it onto the boat, and you find your way to the treasure room, where Rafe, Sam, and the girl helping Rafe all stand. After a long conversation, she unexpectedly pulls her gun onto Rafe, Sam, and Nathan and locks them in the room filled with treasure. Trapping them and setting the ship on fire, Sam is stuck under a large object in the room, and you have a last sword fight with Rafe. You finally kill him with a sword that Sam throws to you right when Rafe is about to finish you, and you free Sam from his trap position. All four of you escape from the island and agree to never do this again. again, while Avery's treasure is lost deep under the sea. A prologue shows Nathan and Alina's teen girl around 15 years later, finding their artifacts from many years ago in their new house by the beach in Malaysia. They both find her and tell her the stories of exploration and adventure, and the game ends with the credit. Overall, I think this is a fitting end to the series, at least story-wise, and the ending is very good, and the ending is a very good conclusion to the saga, showing that Nathan Drake has a family and a new life that is not dangerous or illegal. Uncharted 4 has a very good story with decent amount of depth, and Uncharted 4 is a very good story with a decent amount of depth and some very well written characters. The most in-depth and interesting characters for me were Nathan, Sam and Alina, who each had clear personalities and backstories. The game's story overall is great, and if you like cinematic story driven games, you have probably already played it. Please subscribe and watch this video.